most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. On the Broncos sideline, you get a look at their head coach. His guy sporting an unblemished 3-0 record so far. Across the field, head coach of the Chargers, Jim Harbaugh. These guys mired in a losing streak, hoping a trip home is going to help them snap out of it. A warm welcome to all of you tuning in. Kate Scott and Brock Hewer with you as Evan McPherson's going to get us started. And we're off at Inglewood. Escapes the defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, the most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket, and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Lamar off the play fake. Pass complete. 2-2 Atwell. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
The Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they face second down.
Defensively by Micah Parsons.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That's incomplete on second down. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing third and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Lamar throwing again. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up fourth and long. So they couldn't throw for it on third down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Brian Anger getting the call on the fourth down punt. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. They're led out by the Colorado and Jackson State products. It's Shedeur Sanders.
A 400-plus yard passing day, it takes everybody. It takes protection. It takes your eligible playmakers to make those catches and gain your yards. But it also takes a red-hot quarterback playing with tremendous confidence and belief in what he can do. Now, well, his teammates are counting on him to do it again.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for two.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Play action, Sanders. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Let's go now. Gotta be lying.
Here he goes, third and long. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
Perhaps a little misplaced sense of urgency on their opening drive. We'll find out together, and they're going for this from their own side.
Check man. 19 Lions. Mustang 19.
Sanders going to throw on fourth. Escapes the pocket. Making the call himself. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Sanders going to throw here on first. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's taken down directly off that 43-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. First and 10 from the 43.
Come on. Cowboy 80.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. And this one doesn't go far.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Gets it downfield, on target to Metcalf. He's got Jim Harbaugh, no stranger to barking at officials. And he's going to make them take another look at this one. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's going to be first down, Denver. All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a third one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Complete beyond the marker. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. This makes it up to the 25. Jim Harbaugh getting his Charger offense out there for another drive. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. Chargers getting set. First and 10. Play fake. Jackson. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down.
The coverage by Jack Campbell.
Throwing again is Lamar. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock. But, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. And they just did.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Gives him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. Completed over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. It's the Broncos out in front. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They have it on second and short. Now Jackson off the play action. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 10. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
180. Nice shot.
Jackson's going to throw again. And then it's caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Chargers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Corey Gallis tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. And it's an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. First call here coming from the shotgun. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Second and 9 at the 28-yard line.
This one to Williams out left side. Through the defense he goes. Room to burn. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos just need 2 snaps to steal a lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7.
Chargers 7.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. Play action. Here's Jackson. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Taylor gets it on first and 10. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
By Savion Jones. The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Blitz coming, Lamar. Big gain, has them across the 40. And he gets this all the way inside the red zone, down at the 19. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone. Throwing the out route complete. And on first down, only gets about a yard here. And the defender there to force him out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Alpha, sit hard. 180. Sit hard.
Lamar now from the gun. This is complete to Dawson Knox. And they're going to stop him, but he's got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
So 2 minutes still to play in this 1st half, partner. More football from SoFi in just a moment. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Straight ahead with Taylor. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
Hey, middle. It's not. What up?
Taylor. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Chargers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Coming in from the right, and they blocked it. They blocked it.
You just never know what could be the play at the end of the game that we look back on and say, you know what? That was the play that decided it all. It seems small now. It's just a little old point, right? But if this one stays close to the end, keep an eye on that block because that single point could loom very, very large.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Upping in tempo with some hurry-up offense.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Looking out of the gun, Sanders has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Working quickly here.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the 1st. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
18 hurt. 19 tight. Go.
On 1st down, here's Sanders. He put everything he had into this one. This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Panther 11.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on 1st down, Brock, but don't come away with any points just yet.
Marlon Humphrey on the cover.
18, Pioneer. 6, Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos.
Throwing again here, Sanders. He brings it in. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds. 7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3.
Panther 6, Mustang 19. 19 Lions.
To the air, Sanders. Has it down close. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
First and goal, Denver.
He's going to throw it again. Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send him back to the line for second and goal.
Leads to second.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual threat.
And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime.
I don't think that defense was ready for that kind of push at the point of attack. I think they were thinking outside run, play action, but they get gutted, and they get gutted right up the middle.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Broncos grow their lead to 8.
Chargers 13.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Shoots away from one. And he gets crushed by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. Out comes the Charger offense late in this first half. And normally they'd need this out, Brock, but facing such a small deficit, good chance they try to get a field goal here before the break. First and 10. Here's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. First down. Here's Lamar. Oh, he put everything he had into that toward the sideline, and it's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down.
The pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Second down.
We have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. This the first of...
Well, the teams are ready. The fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. The Chargers just about ready. And there they go, sending it away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. A give to Gibbs to start the third. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
First down, Broncos.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles! Ready up?
Again, it's Gibbs. And we'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44.
He was brought down at the 45.
Gain 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Here we go! Let's go, 80! Go!
Now Sanders. This is Metcalf working that right side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down. All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go, set! 19, Charger, 19!
On first down, it's Gibbs. This run held up after just a couple of yards. That makes it second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Screen here for Gibbs. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
Kate, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. Defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense, you not only got to cover us vertically, but we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
Escapes the pocket. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Trap 60, trap 60.
He's back to throw. He's on the move past the 15. And he's finally brought down at the 9. They come through massive gain there on 4th down, give him 24 yards, and most importantly, that 1st down. From the red zone on 1st. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line, still a couple yards short of that end zone. Sneak here, Sanders. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. All right, partner, so they only got 1 of the 2 yards they needed. Now got a decision coming up here on 4th and goal.
And listen, Kate, if you're going for it, you really need to think about what call you want to go with. Might not be as easy as just powering straight ahead. That stops. Creates a little bit of doubt.
And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Backed up in the end zone. Jackson. That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Tight end going in motion here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Into the hands of Knox, complete. Jukes his way into space. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 31 yards.
So we're through 3 here. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Throwing now on 1st down. It's Jackson.
The 1st down. Hassan Riddick in on the tackle. Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. Lobs this deep down the middle. This is brought in at the 15. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
No motion at tight end left. Working inside the red zone. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. So they fire for the end zone on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on second and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on second and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here.
Brings up third and goal.
Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards.
Encroachment, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. That penalty moves them 3 away from the marker. Third down here. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers down by only 2 in the fourth. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Has it at the 1. And he gets into the end zone. This one all tied up here in the fourth quarter. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? You know who Steven is?
No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. Take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
To the air on first down. Sanders gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Gibbs now from the gun. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. To the line they come, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Sanders setting to pass. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
First down, Denver.
69 Broncos. 69, Buffalo 18. Cut 19, trap 60, trap 60. 70 Rangers.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Escapes the pocket. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Going again here, Sanders. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a fourth quarter lead. McPherson at the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7.
Chargers 21.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Lamar off the play fake. Got a man. It's not. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
From the gun, Jackson has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's a gain of 8.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Chargers losing by 7. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He'll throw it. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And that's going to bring up a... Fourth down here that this offense needs to have. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And he forced it on 4th, and it's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it.
As an offense, you never want to play this game in a state of desperation. That's what so much of that felt like. Forcing you to go for it, forcing you to pass. I think forcing the quarterback to get rid of it and take a chance, that was just less than ideal all the way around.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Chased out to his right. Moving right, airs it out. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. Solid block in there. Springs him for 8. It's going to be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They're going to pass it here. Catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Denver.
Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Charger offense making its way to the field. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. First down. Here's Lamar. He can't connect with him. Incomplete. Just put it a little too close to the boundary there. Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again is Lamar. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a gain.
Here he is to throw.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line.
And the Chargers, 1st down.
Lamar throwing again. Short pass brought in. And they make the stop, I'm going to say about the 37-yard line. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot.
To throw. He's got the first down grab. It's still going. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining. Long odds ahead of them. It's 1st and 10. Jackson yet again. Finds a man right side. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And they're down to 21 seconds after he spikes it. Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Throwing now. And all right, it's a touchdown in the final moments. A win still very unlikely, but a sliver of hope now after that play. Corey Gallis on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Chargers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Chargers 28.
Oof, their comeback hopes are dwindling by the second, but any path to victory starts with a successful onside try here. Then he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, okay, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
First down from the 42.
Let's go. 79 Broncos. Hawk 70. Hawk Dragon 60.
Setting up to pass. Throwing for the back of the end zone. Somebody there, and he knocks it away. Couldn't connect for it all on that first down. So back to the drawing board they go for second.
Incomplete. Defended by Kobe Durant.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Here he is to throw. Throwing this one back of the end zone. This one is knocked away. A potential touchdown prevented. Now the offense has to make a long walk back to the line for 3rd down.
Defended by Kobe Durant.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Shot 60. Shot 60. 19 Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
He'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So it's a win for the Broncos. Well, what began as just a good start to this season